Okay, in this video I'm going to go over some tips and tricks for using the application. I'm going to simulate taking a break first. So say I start a transcription project, I want to take a break and then come back and continue work. I'll show you how to do that. The second thing I'll show you is just making it easier to access the application. And then the third thing I'll show you is if you happen to get in an error state where you're transcribing a project, you decide to turn the internet back on manually, the application is going to basically shut down. It's going to fill the entire screen with an error message letting you know that you need to re-disable the internet. That's going to pop up every 10 seconds even if you close it out. So I'm going to show you how to deal with that should you enable the internet manually while you're working. So the first thing we'll do is simulate taking a break. So I'm going to just go through a normal process and then show you what I would do. So I'm going to disable the internet first, grant permission to turn off the internet. The next thing I'm going to do is select my file that I've downloaded from the NCC server and enter the password there. I'm going to grant permission to the application to create a new folder and to use pkware to unzip that file. So now if I go into my downloads folder, I've got my new folder here with my project. So I'm going to start a new notepad document. Obviously you'll be using like Word or something else. This is my project. Okay, so let's say you want to take a break. We'll save this as NCC sample. We'll call it demo. I'm going to go into my downloads and I'm going to save this file alongside the other files here. So I'm going to save it, close it out, and you'll notice that my transcription is there. Okay, so now I want to take a break. I'm tired or I want to go online, so I'm going to go ahead and zip up what I've got. So I'm going to select the file containing my work, which is this first name, last name. I'm going to enter a password for that zip file. Okay, and now I'm going to close out the application. So now I'm going to get prompted to re-enable the internet. So now the internet's back on. I'm able to go navigate around, visit my favorite sites, take care of some email, whatever I want to do. So let's see. Yeah, I'm connected again. Okay. So I can go to weather.com and check out the weather. Okay, wonderful. So now I'm going to go back and get started on my project again. So let's look at what the situation is here. In my downloads folder, I've got this empty directory because when I zipped, I deleted all the files that were in there. I've got my original file, and now I've got this new file, which is called final, right? So I'm going to delete this empty directory just to keep things clean here. You don't have to, but I would recommend, if you're going to be going through multiple iterations, doing that. So when I come back to the project in the app, this is what I'm going to want to unzip. So now I'm going to start the application again. Note that I've pinned this to the taskbar just so that I can immediately launch the application really easily. I'll show you how to do that a little bit later. So I'm just going to go through the process again. My internet is turned off again, and I'm ready to get to work. In my downloads folder, I'm going to select this final file, which is the one that I just created when I was taking a break. I'm going to use the password that I created before. Just like before, I'm going to get prompted to unzip the file and create, all those directories. And now I'll just go in here, my downloads folder, and I've got this file. Alright, so here is my text file that I had started on. So now I'll say I took my break, I'm ready to get started again. Okay. So let's say you finish the project now. At this point, just follow the same flow that you would for the normal app. You finish the project, so you're going to click here. This final folder is what I'm going to have, so I'm going to select that. Just to give you a heads up, because final was in the name of that file, the final file is going to have two finals in it. You'll see what I mean here in a second. So we'll go to the downloads folder now, and I've got my final zip. This is just because of the way that we had used the name here. It's going to add that final to the end. So because it already had a final, it's got two. If you wanted to avoid that, you can just change the name of this directory, and it'll zip up with the whatever name. So that is how you take a break. And then in the next video, I'll go ahead and show you how to deal with the error message that may pop up if you re-enable the internet while you're working.